Today we are going to be reviewing my Topaz LED emergency light. The box said this one was rebranded by Topaz. The original company to make this one is JeWoo. So let's begin. It is a generic emergency light, but this is actually one of the cooler generics, I would say. You may notice the test button is actually right in the front of the unit. Most emergency lights usually have it on the bottom, and a few have it to the side. This applies to exit signs and combos too, of talking about the placement of buttons. It's red, and here's what the heads look like. Definitely very cool looking. I'll give it a test. And it's actually kind of bright. So let me go turn off the light real quick, then we'll see how it performs in the basement. I'm gonna unplug it. We'll see it perform. And there we go. The adjustments are actually pretty good on these. I'll show you after the test. Okay, there's a problem. I am filming this actually with daylight. Most of the emergency light videos I film are when it's dark outside, so I'll point it over there. And that's from the emergency light. That is actually very good performance. This is actually a very good emergency light. Oh, sorry, that's very bright. I just shined it in my eyes. Here's what the heads look like up close. This could be like a high output generic if you think about it. I occasionally do see these in public. I'm about to cough, so I need to pause the recording for a second. Alright. Let me plug the unit back in so I don't drain the battery. There we go. So I took a picture of one once. I don't see these often. I can see them blending in with buildings that have the other generic emergency lights, though. You may find one or two in the buildings. Although this is one of my favorite generic emergency lights, just to mention. So it is very hard to get out into public and test some units. I could have had the chance of testing one of these exact emergency lights at a furniture store. It's the same place where I tested that Dual-Light LX. However, that furniture store unfortunately closed, and well, the bathrooms weren't open to the public anymore, so I couldn't test this, which, yeah, it's okay though. And I'll show you the adjustments on these real quick. Although it's hard to do it with one hand. The adjustments are actually much better on these, I'd say, than other generic stuff. Good lord. It's hard to do with one hand. You know, that's not a good adjustment. Alright, now, that's not going to be short. Like I said, I'm sorry that I sound stupid when I talk sometimes. It's just the truth. But I hope you all enjoyed and stay tuned for more.